it. Test, test, test.
Testing, testing.
And welcome to the Randy Savagery Show. Pew, pew, pew.
But I never could see a penalty. You say I'm having the really
if they're gonna cancel me, they're gonna cancel me.
Wide awake, listening to the rebels creep, slithering into different amphetamines like a centipede. My theory is
I don't care. Go ahead, do it.
Why
are we gonna talk about it? You know why. This is the Randy Savagery Show. It's about the love. It's about the passion.
I'm trying to make it through life, but this shit is tough. Every day we meet a different.
To get help after finding people not breathing close behind us.
Right now, he's not having a
HPD coming after a long minute. HPD just waiting on paramedics. Paramedics finally came and saw the situation after another long minute. After carrying out the people not breathing in a stretcher, they started escorting the VIP section behind us, including Kylie, Kendall, Stormy, and Travis Maw.
We are here at the Dark Web Studios with none other than OZ.
What it is.
Yeah. So today we are going to discuss what's his name? Travis Scott?
Travis Scott.
Yeah, the Travis Scott.
Astroworld.
That's what it's called. The debacle that happened. Yeah.
It was crazy.
Some parts are kind of crazy. What did you think was crazy?
Man, just the state of mind that this mass crowd of people was in.
Okay. I can see that. You kind of feel like the kids these days must be a couple of pussies, though? Here's the thing. 8 people died, right?
Yeah.
I remember my first year at Demph. Before it was the movement, 3 people died, and there was 2 rapes. I was 13. I had a great time. I didn't know any of that happened until I went online.
Yeah, like you're saying, it didn't stop.
Didn't stop. No. We had a great time. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, things happen and all these things. Like, this isn't unusual, but like the level of casualties is what's unusual.
300 injured, right? That's the hardcore part.
Yeah, well, and the death. You know, 8 deaths is a lot. I mean, it is for an event.
I think there was 5 at Woodstock.
I mean, Woodstock was way bigger than that.
Just keep that going.
An airplane at the Who. Sunday, August 17th, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Get the Woodstock Music and Art Fair, August 15th, 16th, and 17th in Bethel, New York.
Place tents in the viewing area. Please do take them down so that those behind can view as well. Third road on your left.
This concert. Woodstock was massive. Woodstock was like
I don't know,
the size of like a little small city of a gathering. Like, it was like huge.
You know, I can't speak on the numbers. I don't know, but I know that I've been at a 300,000, and then I've been at a 200,000 people on.
Yeah, this was like 20, wasn't it?
Travis Scott?
Yeah.
50,000.
50,000.
Yeah, but there was only supposed to be tickets for 40,000.
It's 10 over capacity, bro.
And they showed the videos of them just running over like little entitled fucking animals, bro. See, yeah, that's the biggest thing though, that I feel like this shit happened kind of like, I don't know what they are. I think are they Gen X? They're 10 years younger than us.
Gen Z.
My girl, yeah, all right, Gen Z. Gen Z. Obviously not all of Gen Z, because you got fucking cowboys every era. But it seems that they, as a collective, are kind of like scared of everything, scaredy kind of pussies and entitled. And like, they're like, I need to get to this concert, and I don't give a fuck. I need to get in, you know?
I mean, it does feel that way. It does feel that way now.
Yeah.
I feel like not even just with them, but just like everybody feels that way now.
Elaborate it, because I can kind of see that. What are you saying? What you saying?
I feel like, you know, millennials as well, and, you know, even the boomers before them. Like, everybody has a lot of entitlement now. Everybody feels entitled now.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. I mean, they gave us a lot of free money. That really started it off. Maybe. That felt good and entitling.
It did. It was nice.
Yeah. And then, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Are they not worse? They seem worse.
They are.
They seem driven by trends and like, they need to post this video to social media and they'll trample a 10-year-old to get it.
No, that's facts. The need for, I'm trying to think of the word, approval from your peers is at an all-time high.
Yeah.
And it's because of social media, obviously. Like,
and just from your peers, not your like superiors or elders, like
even just strangers.
just whoever's watching.
Whoever's watching. And the more strangers you have, the happier you seem to be.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's a topsy-turvy world. It's what is it called? A dystopia of sorts, you know?
It's insane.
So do you think with the Travis and what is it called again? What is it?
Astroworld?
Astroworld. You know, I always think of Jimmy Neutron every time I fucking hear it. Because there's an episode where they're at like something world. I swear to God.
Yeah, the theme park. Mm-hmm. I can't remember what it was, but I know like their superhero thing was there, remember?
Well, you know what, you guys, if you guys can leave it in the comments, maybe you guys can figure it out and let us know. Because we want to know. If you can remember what that Jimmy Neutron big-headed amusement park world is.
Big noggin.
Huge.
Huge head, dude.
Okay, so how do you feel? Do you think that Travis had anything to do with this, right? Because on TikTok, at least specifically, with the kids, coming from the kids, right? You know, they're making it seem like at minimum, he knew and he like.
I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. You come around, yeah. You ease my mind, you make everything feel fine.
Kind of made this shit happen, bro.
So, I mean, how far are we talking here? Like, are we going all the way to, like, the conspiracy?
I mean, we could go anywhere. We could go straight to, not straight to tinfoil hat. We want to go 15 minutes with, like, minimal swearing and not too wild. And then after 15 minutes, you can get wild. That's really how the algorithm works.
So that's how we're going to we're going to wait, you know, another 10 minutes or whatever, and then we're going to hit the conspiracy parts.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Because I don't know what I truly believe out of all of it. So
Me neither.
I've just been looking at all of it. I mean, I think technically, from a responsibility standpoint, he is completely not at fault.
Thank God. Because this is some fucking Nazi shit, bro. This is some goddamn Russia shit. If we're going to start blaming the artist, he's supposed to be dumb. Like, no one expects him to know anything about capacity and, like, safety.
Yeah, like, it seems like you're asking an awful lot. Like, now, like, if he's somehow... Well, we'll get to that later. So like, in this context of, like, the real world, what we're given from the news, that's, you know, accepted entirely by everyone.
Yeah, not TikTok.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Not just TikTok. I don't believe he's at fault at all. Like, you might want to get mad at the person that threw it, you know.
Promoter.
The promoter,
yeah.
You know, all of that, you know, however that went down. Security.
Head of security.
All the people in there that went crazy and stomped the shit out of some people. Like these people stampeded, like, why are they not getting talked about?
Yeah,
it's just because they don't know who did it.
And where are the videos of the stampeding as well?
Yeah.
Because that wasn't ever shown. FYI.
No, just like dead people practically and passed around, at least bodies that, you know, they looked at.
A lot of bellies were moving, though. I saw a lot of belly moving. A lot of not dead. But looked on the way. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
But, like, I've also been to concerts, right? Like, big festivals with high capacity where you were getting crushed if you go to the front
Yeah, I've been to those too.
It's a decision though.
Yeah.
You make a hard decision to push to the front because you want to. Like I remember so many times actually, like Suicide Silence. Where was this? Bloodfest, right? You had to go through the pit. In like a hard pit to get to the front, dude. So I remember saying like, I'm willing to die for it. I literally said that. I swear to God, I remember it. I was 17. I remember thinking I'm ready to die for it.
That's great.
And I remember getting hit in the face once, pushing through and making it to the front, dude. And I'm just saying, I've literally seen where they're pulling people out just like that. That's not unusual to me. Anywhere at the front like that I just went to the Russell Industrial Center. Shout outs, Russell Industrial Center, for the Halloween ball or bash or whatever. Same shit at the front of there. If you wanted to get to the front of where the DJs were, it was like pumped, crowded. You could feel the fucking like the sway back and forth that they're doing. Like,
I think the big difference here is the number of injuries and deaths. Like, it's not like massively larger than what happens in other places, but it's definitely higher.
it's higher.
Like, 8's a lot.
Like 3 times as high as anything I've seen.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a lot.
I think it was 5 at Woodstock, by the way.
And that was, I believe, a bigger gathering.
Yeah, I hear it was a lot of people.
Yeah, that was supposed to be massive.
I don't know. My father was there. Shouts out to my
I
dad,
never
though.
seen it if I wasn't alive. Whatever.
Nope. I wasn't even a thought, but my genetics were there, so.
Fucking hippies.
Hell yeah. He has no hair now, though. He had that long, hippie-ass hair. Always seems to go that way, you know? A lot of long-haired young boys be bald as shit as old men. Timestamp that. I said the SH word, but we're getting pretty far. I'm doing pretty good. Because I got to cut a lot of cursing outposts a lot of the times, dude.
I feel that, because I curse a lot.
Okay, so what I was going to say, though, about the whole Travis Scott thing, yeah. Anybody who, like, I remember seeing videos of girls saying, stop the show. So ridiculous to me. And then I see people saying, he should have stopped. Like, number one, dude, no, he shouldn't have stopped. He signed to a contract, and I'm pretty sure there's a piece in his ear. And some dude that understands how the money gets deposited is telling him everything to do. There's no way that there wasn't, if someone in his ear was like, we're not gonna get paid, you need to.
Yeah, I mean, that happens all the time where they don't stop.
Dude, that's why I thought that was so wild that they're like.
That's why I said I don't feel like he's at fault. I don't understand.
Even the news, though, is saying it in that way. Like, Travis Scott might be charged, you know?
Yeah, and he's already doing a whole bunch of, like, offered to pay
for all the funerals.
All the funerals.
All the funerals.
And counseling if they want it.
And they said it was over 300 class action lawsuits.
And he refunded everyone's tickets.
It's like, what's going to happen? How do you pay that?
And, like, he's blacklisted.
And they say he did this on purpose. This was his.
They're like, he's sacrificing people.
To the overlords. But, do you want to hear something interesting, though? And this is factual. Like, I can talk about this. They can't even whatever for it. So, he has been previously arrested for telling the crowd to rush the stage. I did find that interesting.
So how is that illegal?
It's illegal because it's inciting violence. You can't tell the crowd. They're not allowed to do that, right? That's like, I guess it would kind of be like saying, like, don't worry about the security. Come on stage. You know what I mean? Like, he can't do that. He can't make the decision. Every security guard would still have to stop every kid.
Why?
Because I think of, like, insurance liabilities when it comes to the artist.
Okay.
And, like, how much money he's insured for compared to what he's worth. But overall, the thing is that I thought of, this is just a little theory of mine, right? I was like, why the fuck would you ever say rush the stage, right? Then I thought about it. You might say it if you've seen it happen and you saw how fucking, like, powerful that shit was when you walked close, right? And they rushed before you ever said it. And you fucking saw people getting fucking trampled and get a little bit hurt before the death shit, you know? Years ago or whatever. And then you get arrested because you incite them to do it. That makes me feel like you're getting addicted to the carnage. Thus, allowing at least a probable cause, totally circumstantial. But he has a prior charge for shit like this. A little bit of probable cause that he might have been behind it a little bit. Does that make sense?
Okay, but where's the proof?
There's no proof. There's absolutely zero proof of this time.
I haven't even heard of him doing that. Like, nobody's even accusing him of that. Not technically.
Not this time, you mean, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna say we could.
Yeah, not this time.
No one is. No, they don't know. They're trying to blame him though.
They're trying to blame him, but they're not saying.
They can't find shit.
They're not even suggesting that. So it's like, it's a hard thing to sell considering they're suggesting many other things.
You know, I don't think he. Well, I know he didn't do that this time. Everyone would have said it. He didn't say rush the crowd.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, so that's out. But what I was trying to say was, I could see how he got addicted to it. I mean, that is powerful. Because you have the atmosphere you've created with this hype type of rap, right? If you walk towards the crowd and people start literally killing each other, I mean, I am going to honestly say I would feel powerful.
For sure. You're like godlike then.
You're godlike, dude. You know, you'd be standing on top of a tower like, while they're taking bodies out.
A giant, your face sticking out of the ground.
Yeah, I like all that imagery though.
It was sick. It looked crazy.
It's interesting. I think I've seen a few of those things before. We have 2 more minutes. I got to rock 2 more minutes before I say anything. Outer limits, dude. What else about Travis Scott that night? Oh my God. I saw this TikTok girl who said she got stomped on her head and all this stuff. And like, it was like a day later, her face looked perfect. As she was telling it, I realized her face looks perfect.
Yeah, I mean, so the thing with these TikTokers is like, they don't have high credibility.
They were there, and they do not have high credibility.
They don't have high credibility.
Here's the thing, though. I didn't see no trampling in no videos. I definitely saw a lot of people carried out on stretchers.
Saw a lot of that. A lot of people getting carried around. I saw a dude crowd surfing, looked like a dead body.
Really?
It wasn't quite crowded. So this is how the video cuts in. So it's like in the crowd.
Yeah.
No, it's zoomed in on Travis Scott, and he's like, yeah. It's got the auto-tune on. He's like,
oh yeah.
Sounds like, yeah. It sounds all crazy and just like harmonic.
Yeah.
It's not like any real words. And then it zooms into the crowd, and then
come in.
Yeah. All right, and then it zooms into the crowd, and then it pulls around.
Yeah.
And then you see a body getting lifted up on top of the crowd, and it's completely lifeless. Like, I'm not saying he was dead, but he was definitely entirely unconscious. And then, And then you just see it, get crowd surf over to the edge of over by the stage. Yeah, crowd surf like purposely to hopefully get this man some help. Yeah. It wasn't like it was like they're like, "Where's your head?" and his dead lifeless body. What if that was going down?
Well, there was some videos that were kind of like that.
Yes.
There were some videos like, I remember one, it was so funny, I couldn't stop laughing. It was like Travis on stage. He could not see what was happening from this vantage point.
Because this was massive.
Yeah, I'm saying like this specific video, there's no way he could see, but from the angle, it's like right at the correct angle where it looks like he's jumping like violently up and down, like yeah, as the EMS is going on the dude's heart. Yeah. It was so funny to me, dude. It was so funny. I was like, that is comedy, baby. Like he's just having the best time, and they're both in sync right now. And it looked as if he was stomping on his chest. Because it's just that perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Perfect angle.
Man. So these TikTok kids are saying it was a little bit of, might have been a little bit of a ritual, a little bit of demon type of stuff from what I watched. But also, I think these kids are fucking straight pussies, dude. I need to say that. Like, not all of you, because there's some bad motherfuckers, bro. Cowboys in every generation. But majority are pussies, because like literally at the end of almost every TikTok video I saw, it said like, and I was so scared, man. It could be and I was so scared, dude. It doesn't matter. I was like, what's happening?
I don't understand where it's gone.
If I was scared out of my mind there, I would have lied to the media is what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand what's happening to my society. Like, I'm saying when they were like, how did you feel, sir? I'd be like, it was wild, bro. It was wild, but I'm good. I was partying. I party hard. You know?
Crowd surfing.
Yeah, I made it out.
Video? No.
Even if I saw like a fucking spirit going into the sky into his mouth, bro, I still, if I was getting interviewed by like Fox, I'd be like, I made it through, baby. I'm good. I'm not gonna be like, I was so scared. And that's what they were doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
Wild. But what else did I notice? Oh, snap, bro. There was something they kept bringing up that I thought was really annoying. They kept talking about like how demonic it looked with the like devil, like, I don't know. Did you see that part?
I mean, they did have it.
But that's what he is from the beginning. All his music videos have fire and he's wearing black and
I know, but it's all subliminal. It's never been said out in public. So like, yes, it's so check it. It's always been like this, like you said. They're just people died, so now they're highlighting.
isn't he like a rock rapper? Shouldn't at least one person die? I'm just being honest, dude.
It happens, but you know, they're mad and someone needs to be blamed.
That's what's really fucking going on. And you want to know what I really think it is? I think that they don't want us to gather together. That's what this shit's really about, bro. They don't want us all together. And what that was a bunch of people having fun together. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I saw a lot of videos. I'll tell you this much. I saw more people having fun than I saw hurt.
I mean, it looked lit.
It looked lit. All I kept thinking was look lit.
It also did look extremely demonic.
Yeah, but I mean, that's lit. That's lit.
That's his thing. That's always been his thing, but it's never talked about.
What if you go to an ICP Juggalo convention?
Everybody knows that they're there to be violent and drink fake, though. Come
And
on.
it looks demonic too. They're just not rich enough.
Yeah,
if they had money like him,
but yeah, it's something weird.
Something fucking weird.
I don't know if it really doesn't give me a demonic vibe. It just gives me like it's an evil vibe.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it's demonic. It's more like hillbilly evil or something. I don't even know how to explain it. It's weird.
I'll take that. But what about damn. Like, what about like what's that bitch's name? Katy Perry. Oh, you were locked up. Did you see her fucking performance, bro? It was insane.
Oh, all the big artists be doing some devil-looking stuff.
They all fuck with the devil.
Like Rihanna. Rihanna used to do it all the time.
Yeah.
Beyonce does it.
Dude, what about, let's take it way back. Ozzy Osbourne?
Oh, yeah. You get into rock? Laced.
Pantera?
Everybody.
So what's the real deal going on about everyone pretending like they didn't know? Every time I ever saw Travis Scott, every music video was all demon shit. So I right away was like, I fuck with this dude. He's like Lil Uzi Vert. I loves the devil, you know? I don't know. I just didn't get it. But what was weird was nothing really to me too weird, honestly. I mean, like the sound. Did you see what they were talking about with the sound wave?
With the bass frequency?
Yeah, that wasn't too weird. I listened to it. I thought,
Well, you wouldn't be able to probably hear the frequency because it's getting played through your phone. So like, all right. So frequencies, you know, I didn't really read the thing, but I believe it's a bass frequency, so it's a really low frequency. So you'd have to like hear it on a subwoofer for it to work correctly. And like, from what I understand about like mind control, I feel like this is the wrong word, but it's something to do through sound. But like, you know, altering moods with sound. I mean, it's real. You can do it. But
well, there's like binary beats. I know of those.
That's what I'm saying.
That's provable.
Yeah, I'm saying, so like in theory, this makes, you know, 100% sense. It could very well exist. I don't know the validity of it, if it's true, but you could definitely get a crowd extra hyped through that way if that happens to be one of the frequencies. I'm sure a frequency like that exists.
I dig that. That's true.
Like, I'm sure that they could have done that. I don't know that it was intentional. It could have just been some slapping bass.
You know, I listen to binaural beats like to relax, you know what I mean? It like puts me in like a transcendental state, and they say that it like moves your brain waves in a certain way, it makes you happy. So I theoretically, couldn't you like back engineer that?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I know it exists.
Yeah.
You know, just like colors, and this also lends to this. So when you use a lot of reds, people get violent under red.
I love that.
People get irritated under yellow. So I mean, they're very powerful colors. You know, blue is soothing. Ain't no blue there. It was all red, yellow.
But this is a rock concert.
100%. I'm just saying, like, this does lend to that theory.
Yeah, you guys went there to get hype.
But yeah, this is what he does. Yeah, it's not like it's a secret.
Dude, I think that fucking...
He did have all the portal imagery. Did you see all the portal imagery?
Yeah, I like that. I like it. He's into a
But
cult.
I was like, this is all on brand. So, like, I don't understand what...
They're always about the portals, the Saturn worship, devil worship is really Saturn worship, and, like, this is all that snash, bro. But, the needles, though, that was a bit weird. Did you see that part?
The thing about people getting injected?
Yes.
So I don't understand what was being said about that. I saw just people saying that.
All right, dig this. So it was said by the police chief on TV. So at least this part was real. Indiscriminately, he said from his mouth, a police officer. Now everybody is saying it's a security guard. So whatever you want to call that, was jabbed in the neck and passed out from it. And when he came to, he said that I felt a prick in my neck. They checked it. And he had like the whatever wound, like, you know, one of the subdermal wound. Yes. And that shit. What's that about? Oh. And they hit him with Narcan. So they said it was fentanyl, right? But also, anyone who is getting like severe side effects from the vaccine, a lot of times it's myocarditis right now, right?
Yeah.
So someone, you guys should leave it in the comments. If it's right, if it's wrong, tell us, you know. But I heard from a little bird that it would be very interesting to find out what would happen if someone with myocarditis was shot up with Narcan. If that would have like
Negative impact?
Like a reversing effect to wake them up. Yeah.
I don't know anything on that subject.
There's no proof of what was in these needles, but people were walking around during the carnage period shooting people indiscriminately with needles.
Yeah, that's what's being said,
Allegedly. And I'd say a lot of people say it was fentanyl. I could see that. I can see that
happening.
Especially like mad kids.
Yeah, you got 50,000 people gathered at this crazy rock demon concert. What are you guys expecting to happen?
I was expecting some fly shit like it did, you know?
I'm surprised stuff like this doesn't happen more.
Yeah.
To be honest.
It probably will.
I mean, I think it did. Just now it's getting highlighted.
Well, I mean, someone always died.
Because, I mean, this was really big.
Did you ever go to the hoedown? People died every year at the hoedown, bro.
Yeah, the hoedown I know went crazy. I've never been there, though.
The 1 year that I went, I went 2 years. The first year, though, I mean, I saw so much violence, so much hard violence. I saw this Chaldean guy just beating the fuck out of this white guy up against a window. But then he grabbed the metal trash can, and when he was not moving anymore, just smashed his head, bro. And I was like 17, and I was with my friend Vanessa, and as soon as I saw it, I just ran. I was just so shocked. I was like, I can't be around this shit, dude. And there's just like carnage everywhere because there's these white, like kind of racist people gathered in a 500,000 deep black city.
Yeah.
And just made all this horrible things happen.
I know, it always went down every year there.
And I never was on the news. I never got a TikTok famous off it by crying. I never got to fucking do any of that bullshit, so I don't get it.
But he was scared.
I was. I'm not gonna lie. Damn! I'm gonna cut that out, timestamp that shit, dude. I just said I would never tell. Fuck! I wasn't that scared, bro. I was just kind of fucking felt like running. I was hyped from all the exciting things. All the carnage. Yeah. I wouldn't tell Fox News. These motherfuckers telling Fox News, dude. Like, I'm scared. And they're built like 18-year-old Rick dudes. Like, yeah, and I was so scared. Like, what? What are you doing? I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, the Travis Scott thing was pretty cool overall.
I mean, I liked following it. It was entertaining to read about.
I want to go to this next concert.
As awful as that sounds, you know.
It's awful.
Like, it was cool news. It's just the way it is. I got to hear a bunch of Illuminati conspiracies on the regular news. It was cool.
And it's interesting that these kids came to this conclusion themselves, though, right? What do you think made them come to this feeling? Just because they watched so many movies and like the Ring and shit?
I'll tell you what's the weirdest thing to me is that Google's been scrubbed of conspiracy theories.
I know. Don't you remember back in like
I used to be
2011?
able to go on YouTube before. I could just watch all sorts of stuff. I just go on Google. You go on Google now, nothing. The conspiracies are like Disney conspiracies. Are like just the movies are connected. Like, that's not a conspiracy. I'm sure they're connected. The same people wrote them.
Dude, I found out more, by the way, from our last conversation about what you asked was, you said, I understand that they might lie about a flat earth, but if they do, why? What is the reason? Because if you're going to have a conspiracy, you got to have a reason, right?
Yeah.
So this is just more information I got from David Weiss, right? Look him up if you guys want to. He's a flat earth retard. But this is what he said, right? He says that we live in a cosmic egg, is what he calls it. And that the sun and the moon work just like a battery. It's an anode and then something else, right? But the sun charges the moon, and then the moon releases whatever onto the planet. And the unlimited energy source that the planet is what they are hiding. That's what he says. That is his reasoning, is that there is unlimited energy in our system of the cosmic egg. And we're not hurling through space. And that, like, if we knew that we didn't have to be scared of an asteroid fucking the shit up, or the bliss, or the that, or whatever, that we would be able to be a lot further as human beings. And they don't want that as elites.
How does that explain, like, what happened to the dinosaurs then?
Well, it's interesting that you bring up the dinosaurs, my friend. I mean, every single bone you've seen of the dinosaurs is fake shit. That's all reconstructed. We've never seen no real bones. They keep them in the back. And if you look at recent science, they're starting to say they probably look like birds, bro.
Yeah.
Because they probably were just big birds and there was no dinosaurs, is what the flat earth people say. They do not believe in this concept of dinosaurs.
That is what happened to them. But I mean, there's still mass extinctions.
Yeah.
Like how
they
did
say
they happen then?
They say that there's no proof that it was a mass extinction in that manner, and that I think they believe, don't quote me, that they went extinct how most animals do. They were hunted and killed off.
By who? They were massive. We've
know.
shrank. That's the problem. So, like, that's my problem with the flat Earth theory. When you go like there, it like literally changes every bit of science.
But what about the fact that wasn't there like, aren't we finding that there was like smaller humanoids around those times of the dinosaurs?
Not around the same time. No, not
You sure?
that close. No, we're finding different humanoids that are like different forms and from different eras, but from not near that far back. Like, I mean, that's millions of years ago, like tens, hundreds of millions of years ago.
What about disease?
Huh?
What about disease? Disease could kill them.
It could have, but
We claim that disease is
that's not what it's looking like. I mean, there is like a giant crater from where they believe the asteroid hit. They killed the dinosaurs. It's in Mexico.
I'm just saying, we don't have too much proof of space and stuff, though. So that's when we start getting in the wild shit. You're like, this giant asteroid hit. They got the proof because of the hole. The hole is proof.
So, like, I get that you could, like, try to pick everything, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you believe in flat Earth, that means that everything we know scientifically is wrong, and everybody's been researching fake things the entire time.
Not everything is wrong.
Everything's wrong.
Like when you say,
physics change,
bro,
history changes.
I gotta bring David Weiss on. I gotta bring him on, and you gotta talk to this motherfucker. I swear to God.
I actually went and I researched more of your flat Earth stuff, but like none of it's very compelling.
What parts?
None of it. It's not that compelling.
What is compelling about a round ball Earth?
It's compelling that like all of our science and math is connected.
You continue to say that, but I don't know enough about science and math to say that's true.
Well, all of it is connected to that because that's how we figured out how gravity works and how everything works. They're all interconnected. It's part of like, it's called like the general relativity.
But we don't know anything about gravity. Neil deGrasse Tyson will even say that's the one fucking...
We know lots about gravity. We don't know why it exists or
how it exists.
Or how it exists, but we know.
Okay.
We know how it exists. We know how it acts. We know what it does.
Okay, so this is a good... I'm glad you said the gravity thing, because like, that's what I'm trying to say. David Weiss has he will tell you the flat Earth scientific reason, and then he'll let you say like why that doesn't work. Or you usually can't. No one ever can. Like I'm saying, there is a flat Earth scientific, explanation for almost every single question you can have like that.
And they can all be made up, and nobody's done the research to prove them wrong yet.
Or the other way.
No, there's been tons of... All right, so all of our theories that we have all right now that are like generally accepted have been tested against a long time. That's why they're called a theory.
Except the
So, like,
curvature, the curvature amount is not right. According to science, it's off every time.
it's because it's not perfectly flat. It's because it's not perfectly round. It's pear-shaped. So everything.
Yeah, that's the stupidest thing you've ever heard, bro. Like, all right, it's
That
pear-shaped.
actually makes sense. Why would something be perfect?
Because the videos that they show us are a perfect round ball.
No, the videos they show us is only like 15 to 20% of it, and you can't see. You can just see that it's curving. You can't even see the full thing.
Yeah, but you can see that it's a perfect round ball.
Like images in like movies. Yeah.
No.
It's not even real.
No. I'm talking about when you go on NASA's, like, what they claim is their satellite, and it's going around the planet. You can watch it 24/7.
I know, but you can only see a chunk of it.
Yeah, but it's more than 30%, like you're saying. You can see that it's like a perfect spherical. What they're showing us is perfectly spherical, bro.
Yeah, both sides will be, but you can only see half of it. You can only see half.
You're right. That's
side-
what I'm saying. That's why I think
the
it's
other
such
side would
bullshit.
look the same way.
Why don't we have a satellite that shows it from the angle where we can see the pair part? We can never see the pair part?
No, because it's too far out in space. Probably, right? You have to be really far back to get that shot.
Why
Because, like,
can't we
what-
launch it from the pair area
Because-
so it will go
Because,
around
like, well, I mean, they probably could. It's just like, why they're not
to prove the pair, to prove the shit, because
That's
it's
all
fake,
they're trying
bro.
to prove. Like the pair is proved mathematically.
Exactly, but it's not been proven with.
So-
So the first picture that we have from the moon landing, that's a perfect sphere, bro. That's a perfect round Earth. Oh
But
shit.
It might not be. Because if you were looking at it from a certain angle, it would look perfectly spherical. It's only not spherical at one end.
All right, this.
Like if it was flipped either way, it would look perfectly spherical, and it's extremely gradual. It's not like it's massively pear-shaped. It's not shaped just like a pear.
I have a question for you. We have all these satellites, we have Neuralink, we have everything up there. Why don't we have a perfectly mapped out of what Antarctica looks like? Why does nobody know anything besides about 30% of Antarctica?
We know some shit's going down in Antarctica. We just don't know what. So this is why I'm not with the flat Earth. This is why. All right. It's not that there's not an explanation for everything, but they're all hypotheses, not theories, because they haven't been tested against. So like, there's not the same credibility.
Some are tested though. You gotta watch. You gotta look at
Not the same level because they're not the exact.
that curvature of the Earth shit. Fake. They've proven that
Let's
shit.
just discredit that real quick. Everything has to change that we know mathematically, physically, like all of our science is complete, and history is completely changed with the flat Earth theory. And that's why I can't go with that. I'm saying that means you have to come up with a new theory for absolutely everything. And why would I believe this made up theory that this guy had about the sun and the moon being a fucking battery? First off, there is unlimited energy out there. It's the sun. It's unlimited energy to us. We could gather it.
Dig that.
So, like,
solar? You're talking solar?
Solar, yes, solar energy. So I don't understand why they're saying there's not. And yes, I know they're like outlawing it in places, which is crazy. They're trying to control us from getting that, but it doesn't have to be a flat Earth for them to do that. Our theory still is the same.
Trust me, I'm no ball earther, I'll tell you that much. But I'm no flat earther either. I can only tell you one thing, is that you never been to space. I never been to space. And before I heard about flat Earth, I just accepted. Space is real. Shit is round. What the fuck you talking about? And that was the dumb thing to do. No matter what, you have to admit, I didn't know the science. I just knew from what I learned in school, sitting there, saw the round fucking planet. It's round.
So check it, but like, if you look in space, things are round.
Everything that we see could be flat, like a disc.
No, it could be because it wouldn't always be perfectly round. If it's a disc, when it would move, which it would have to move like what?
Why wouldn't it move with us if it's in our cosmic egg?
Well, what is it? What are they?
Which thing? The moon. Let's talk about the moon for a quick
Let's
second.
not talk about the moon. Let's
Damn,
talk about
I like the moon.
Let's talk about all the other ones that we're not talking about. We're talking about all the other planets, all the stars that we can
Okay,
see.
so at least for every planet, we have no photos of any planet that every time I've looked through a telescope, and even in Hawaii through the big motherfucking telescope, it never looks like a planet. It always looks like
A star.
yeah, like gassy shit.
But it's round. Perfectly.
Not perfect. It's like a star. It's like got remnants off of it.
The light, yeah, but the actual full shape, like if you
What I saw was light.
What you Saw his light. So
What I saw was like, I don't know, nigga, I'm here.
That's
But what
what I'm
I'm
saying.
telling you is to assume that it's an actual planet with all of these mathematical crevices and this and that, and then the only photos we ever fucking get are just CGI, made up NASA shit. That ain't right. That ain't how we do shit as humans. Bro, if we went to the moon, we'd have moon malls and we'd have fucking moon resorts, bro, because that's what humans do.
No.
We sell, baby.
Check it with the moon. I think some shit went down up there. I think we went there. I do think we went there.
You do. You've said that before.
But I also think they faked it. But I still think we went there.
That's going to die. Do we have to hit stop for it to keep it, or can it just die and it'll record?
I think it'll just stop.
I hope so. All right, continue.
But yeah, so I think we went there and we found something that they didn't want to release to the public, so they covered it up. And they did a fake one to give us. Like, that sounds more about the government speed around here. That's what the government does.
I don't think we went to the moon. I don't think we've ever been to space because they've shown me zero proof. I've only seen things that show me like it looks like we haven't been to space. Like every space video, Elon Musk floating fake ass car, it all looks fake. So, I don't think we've ever been to space. In that way, if we've been to space, it was interdimensional. It was some fucking portal, like Stargate, stuff we don't got no clue about. I don't believe we've ever gotten into a machine and popped up into space. And Jeff Bezos never went to space. Those aren't space, by the way. I need to make that real clear. That's not technically space.
No, Jeff Bezos wasn't in space because he's just on the outside of our atmosphere. But technically, no, he wouldn't be because according to you, there is no atmosphere because we're not on something that would have an atmosphere.
You're right. He wasn't on the outside of the atmosphere. What he was at was the edge of the dome.
Why is it a dome? That doesn't even make sense. It should be flat. It should be square.
It's like an egg. It's a cosmic egg.
An egg's round.
The top part of the egg, like a dome, is what we live in. And what is underneath, like, there's some other people I heard that have pretty scientific theories that it's like crystal. That is the underneath layer of our planet. And like, there's this like theory of, I don't know how to, I can't, it gets pretty far, but you guys should look it up because it's fucking, there's like a theory of how the universe started off of a crystal. And like crystal formation is the like universal start, right? Holding to that theory, it'd be like, if there are other cosmic eggs, like that is what's beneath us, is like crystal layer, and then there's our layer, there's the space in between, and then the dome to the cosmic egg. And then Antarctica is the edge. And like, they think the flat earth people, those people, whatever, they say, we don't know what's out there. We don't know.
The edge of what?
Yeah, right. Yeah, so
because
that's what I'm saying.
Thing would have to be an edge.
Yeah. So like, look it up. You can only go one way around the world. Like, there's only one way that they'll actually take you flight-wise. I know that was weird. Like, you can't circumvent the other way around the planet. There is no flight path to do it, and it's because of Antarctica. Like, they think it is all the way around. They think that it is. I don't know. I've never gone that far. I've traveled all around the world, like Jamaica. I've been to like the islands. I've been all across the United States. I have not been to Europe though, and I have not been to China. So like, I don't know. I need to take that flight to really feel, I guess, you know? Like, I've taken hundreds of flights.
So like, in this theory, that means there's like an overruler of the whole, you know.
Which part?
It has to be.
Of the whole world, right?
The whole world. There has to be. Over every single country.
Like, you can't...
There's a guy that controls all the countries.
Controls it all, right?
It has to.
Or an alien.
Because
or...
at this point, somebody would have broke from one of these countries, from the leaders there, and, you know, said it. And apparently everybody believes the world's around.
Yeah. So here's the thing on some stuff, right? Like,
you see why I'm saying this theory changes everything?
But there's some stuff, like, here's one that changes it back. Fly over Antarctica. You can't. You will be murdered. You're shot down, bro. And that's off of a treaty from 1941. Like, I'm just saying, I'm just going to say some simple shit. Like, some simple shit. If any of you have flown, you look down, it's flat. Whole time. Until you're high enough where you're in the clouds, you can't see shit. That's fact.
I'm just saying.
You never, I have looked out that
This
window.
is the equivalent to like an argument being like this.
Okay.
Being like, did you move my peanut butter sandwich? And you'd be like, no. You're like, must have been an alien.
Why? If there's only 2 of us in the room.
Because there's no factual proof to anything behind it.
Of which part?
There's nothing actually.
It's flat when you look down. That's proof. Every person sees it flat. No one's seen the round.
What do you mean it's too massive for that?
Sure, I'll take that. I'll take that. All I'm saying is that's a fact, right? And you know what's funny? You say that, bro. But I just talked to some other people about this, and they're like, they literally, I'm telling you, they're like, I've seen it. They're like, in the plane, I've seen it. They're like, you can see the round. I swear to God, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like,
it's too big. We're not supposed to be able to
you never can see it no matter what.
It's supposed to be inches over miles. You're never going to be able to see that. It's massive.
You can never see it.
Because, like, by the time we get high enough that you would actually be able to see it, possibly you're in the clouds and your vision's not that good. We can't see that far. We're not fucking eagles, and even eagles can't see that far.
But they say theoretically, when you watch a ship go away and it's out of your field of vision, that is it going over the curvature. They say theoretically there would be a wall of water over 300 miles at that point. And that's all bullshit, my friend. We know now for a fact that's bullshit. We had the camera capacity to zoom in, and miles past our side of view, we can zoom in and recapture that boat is still there.
So here's the thing. I don't know about that because I've seen both sides say go try it and you can figure it out. And I haven't tried it and I haven't gone to figure it out. I have only heard both sides say the exact same thing.
I will concur. I have not actually tried. So I am literally going off of just the video I saw.
Because you said that, and then I watched another video, and they went out and said they did it, and it disappeared still. And I was like, oh, all right, well, until I actually go out and try it, I have no idea what's going to go happen.
You know, for me, I need to be in space. That's my thing.
That's what I feel like your bar set's so high that you'll never actually...
Why? Jeff Bezos went to space and he didn't even know his dad. He's a fatherless fucking white boy.
This is why your bar set's so high. You did not set on your way to becoming a scientist that would have the opportunity to become an astronaut to go into space, because that's pretty much what you have to be to do that.
Okay.
And there's only like 3 or 4 people in the entire world rich enough to do this.
He took William Shatner. And why does it even really matter since none of us are getting up there, huh? Dude, Elon Musk, that car, that was fake. I hate that shit. I loved him. His car in space, the video of it, it's so fucking fake.
I didn't see it. What is it?
He said he sent his car into space. And that's floating around fucking, I think, Mars right now. And the video of it is fake.
I'm not gonna look it up.
Look it up. You're gonna.
Why do you say it's fake?
Because it looks fake. You can tell it's CGI. Our eyes. I feel like we're getting like way more developed at seeing CGI better in this.
What if I told you that I've been thinking I was looking at CGI and realized it wasn't?
What were you watching? I want to know.
In movies, like where I thought it was CGI and then I realized this isn't CGI.
That must be a personal problem. I don't think I would have that problem.
You might not be noticing.
It's possible.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when I'm like editing music. All right, when I'm editing music, I get like so zoned into what I'm doing. That like sometimes I find shit that's not even there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you're obsessing over it. You're like, I know this is fake. So you're looking at it and you're like, yep, it's fake. What if
I'll take that. I'll take that. Possible.
Because it's possible. But at the same time, it might be fake. I don't know.
You know, I wanted it to be round. That's the whole thing. And it's just no one has given me any proof yet. That's the thing.
But nobody's giving you any proof it was flat either.
No. No one's given me any proof, but they've given me little things that I get to try that fucking at least make me feel like, oh yeah. Like when it's flat every time you look down. Me and you will never see the curvature. So it's kind of like an arbitrary thing.
The proof on the other side is all of the math that we use that lines up with stuff. Like, our math's incorrect if this is true. All of our physics, math, everything. So all of the other stuff is the proof. The stuff you learn in school, like dropping a marble and this thing happens because of gravity, blah, 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 blah.
See, but he says it's a density thing.
Yeah. There's no proof to his.
But there's no proof for theirs.
It's
just a math equation.
No, there kind of is because, all right, so this is what separates a hypothesis and a theory.
Okay.
A hypothesis is an idea that hasn't been proven wrong yet. You know what I'm saying? I have this idea, cool. So as a scientist, you're supposed to go out and start testing against it, trying to break your hypothesis. So all of our accepted physics has been tested against. People tried to break it for hundreds of years.
Well,
like that's how it works. Like that's why like even like our new quantum theories, like they've been extensively tried to be broken, like tried to prove wrong. So now these people with the flat Earth theory are like, here's my theory. Yours just not a theory; it's a hypothesis. You haven't tested it. There hasn't been barrages of tests. You don't get to be a theory yet.
True.
And that's the difference.
I'm using the word theory. They might say hypothesis. I don't.
They say theory too because it makes your shit sound more legitimate.
Yeah, maybe, but like as you say, like all the math is off that, all the science is off that. I'll give you an example. It was a scientific fact that the Moderna shot gave a 90% protection rate against COVID-19. That was a fact. And if you said against that, actually, you would be pulled off social media. Like that was disinformation. And actually now it's been proven that 6 months after the Moderna shot that you actually have what they consider a negative immunity. You have a worse immunity than an individual who doesn't have a fucking
I could agree that I do not trust our government or our media outlets.
This is science, though. You know what I mean?
I trust science more.
That was scientists.
That was no. That was like in the medical community. I don't trust the medical community one lick because of the amount of money that's put into that.
So will you at least admit that you don't trust the medical scientists because they are scientists that formulated that vaccine?
Yes, I don't trust them at all.
The medical scientists.
The people that actually made it, they might be all right, but I bet you they like had some shitty people.
It's interesting you said that.
Like,
he got kicked off. He's not allowed to talk. The guy who actually made it said this is one of the worst things to do for to fight against COVID-19.
Yeah, like, I feel like they're like taking failed stuff maybe or something.
Well, it was originally created to treat cancer, and it works like cancer. The mechanisms of the spike mRNA vaccine.
Yeah, the mRNA. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same mechanism. So what it does is that it completely just like takes away your immune system, and it creates these spike proteins that are built in to react to right now COVID-19. But theoretically, they can make them for, I guess, like a lot of different stuff, you know? But that's the real issue. Like if me and you get a cold and we're unvaccinated and we survive that cold, we have antibodies.
Yep.
And our immune systems just got better. They got the new shots where it's like you got to get the booster and it's going to learn the spiked protein to fight against it.
I was watching some people talk about this. They were like, very legitimate people. And they were saying, like, it's going to always need boosters.
Yeah.
Always need boosters, all the time.
To relearn the new disease.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's almost like they're trying to just make us dependent on stuff and just drain money. Like, it's just money. I don't see why people think it's this big conspiracy. Is that really a big conspiracy that people trying to get down on money? That's what it looks like to me.
Well, I think it's about money, but here's one thing, right? Like, the infamous man who will never be, name will not be spoken, AJ, we'll just leave him at that. AJ speaks about that you can call it conspiracy, call it what you want, but it's depopulation programming. And all of these negative side effects, they were known. It says in the medical journals that they were known. Myocarditis, how it affects women's fertility. If you look up the study on that, bro, it was like, what was it? 200 out of 7,000 women had normal, perfect births. The rest, 100% abortion rate. Like, that's insane.
Wait, abortion rate?
That's what the study called it, abortion rate. So I think that means that, like, dead fetus, the baby died.
What? That's crazy.
Yes.
So why does everybody say against that in, every outlet?
I don't know that.
I've been trying to figure that out because I keep hearing double information and I don't know, personally how to figure out who's legitimate.
Well, here's the truth of the matter is that overall, because of how many human beings have been vaccinated, it's a safe drug.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the whole thing. I mean, we've gotten so many people, and I think in America, it's like only like 7,000 people have died. And we have like
very minimal.
So many.
It's very minimal, but
that's what AJ said. AJ said 7,000 people have died from the complications.
The biggest thing is like, what are the long-term side effects? And it's what people are just like accepting like there aren't any.
That's the part I hate.
And I'm like, I don't understand. I'm like, they're like, it's safe. I'm like, how would they know it's safe? It's been around for 4 and 5 months.
And then they're like, yeah, but we need to protect our community. And as soon as you say that shit to me, I'm like,
I'm like, out. No, I don't. Fuck y'all.
I can't
I don't
stand
care.
that.
I don't care. Y'all need to protect yourselves. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm worried about the vaccine.
I'm worried about what's going on because I know some dirty shit's going on. Like,
It's so dirty.
Like, it's so obviously being done like illegally. Whatever's going on, like at least manipulative. Like everything's being manipulated, and it's like right in our face.
From the jump too.
Yeah, like right in our face. Like 8 months ago, Biden was like, "We would never try to make you guys use fucking vaccine passports." Like they like promised it. And like here we are, like only like 6 months later, California, New York, vaccine passports. Like y'all didn't even wait a whole year.
I remember when AJ was saying it, I was like, all right, he's going too far. That's fucking like kabuki theater. You're going wild, man. They're not gonna have passports on every person, and they got it. Just like
already
that.
Pushing it.
Just like
already
that.
Pushing it. It's crazy.
Wild to me.
I was watching one doctor. He said when they look back at this 100 years from now, he said the thing they're gonna say is how stupid we are about the masks. And he said, and it's not because the masks don't work or it's because they do work. He said it's because we've ran no legitimate studies like at all on if it works. We just ran with something at the beginning and then just haven't backed down about it that they work. What proved is that outside they do nothing.
I know that in the early 1900s, with the outbreak of the Spanish flu, that it was in the 70 percentile of the actual deaths from that flu were for something called bacterial pneumonia. And it was from wearing dirty masks. So I think their hygiene was way worse than ours back then.
Obviously it was.
But still, like, so we do have some studies. We got the study that it can be very harmful. And I don't know about you guys, but if you want to be honest with yourself, when you wear that stupid mask long enough, you can smell your own like breath and it's nasty. It's not right. Like, you can feel it's not how you're supposed to be.
Yeah, like you can't convince me that it's something perfectly fine. You just can't. Because, like, first off, it doesn't feel right. It does make it more difficult to breathe. Like, I know I'm breathing in more carbon dioxide, and that in itself is worse.
Yep.
That in itself is worse, just for that.
Man,
I don't need anything.
I don't need it. I don't need anything but my prayers and my vitamins, like Hulk Hogan said.
Well, I feel like I'm very minimalist on health stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to just do as little as I can for stuff. And in the long run, now I just really don't get sick ever.
I'm maximalist. I take a whole bunch of, like, vitamins, homeopathic medicine. I want to order that IV, NRD or something, NID or something. I want the IV stuff now, too. You know what I mean? Give it to me.
See, I don't feel like I need anything. I feel like I've just built up a strong immune system by just being exposed all the time when I was younger.
But I always took all this stuff because my family.
That's the problem. If you don't start out when you're young, then your immune system will never catch up.
Yeah, and sometimes I feel like if you start taking a bunch of vitamins and you have in your whole life, it's not good for you either.
Like, I definitely should have got COVID. Like, maybe I was asymptomatic and had COVID, but, like, I was around it a bunch of times where, like, I'm smoking with people and the next day they're like, oh, yeah, it turns out I got COVID, and we was smoking.
But you ain't got no antibodies.
Well, I don't know. I never got tested.
Oh, you never been tested. I know that I never got
no reason to.
Well, they made me at work.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't have a reason to.
I hear they're going to be, oh, yeah. Oh, you've never been tested. I know that I never got it. Well, they make me at work.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't have a reason to.
I hear they're going to be, oh, yeah, they're forcing a couple of them shots into people to even work now, huh?
Yeah. Any businesses over 100 people they're trying to force through OSHA and shit. Wow. I know, it's crazy. Right after they were like, we'll never do that. And then they're like, literally like 6 months later. I'm like, yeah, arms out.
You know they discontinued that Johnson, one shot, huh?
Yeah, because that one was causing blood clots.
Only 7 blood clots for 7 ladies.
But it happened early.
My dad took it, loved it. He says the greatest. I hear the one shot was the least dangerous, and that's why they took it away.
So my dad got COVID.
Oh, Sam.
Minimal symptoms. Like, he's outside, like, working on the lawn and stuff with COVID. Like, he's not that sick. He's all right. All right, then after he recovered from it, then he was going to Hawaii, so he had to get vaccinated to go to Hawaii.
Yeah, because they don't play, right?
Well, that's you. Yeah, if you're not. So
Yep.
he gets vaccinated. Boom. Gets sick. Loses his sense of taste and smell.
Dang.
Still doesn't return.
From the shot.
From the shot. Yeah, he was sick for like 2 days. Wow. Way more sick than when he actually had it.
He get the Moderna double?
I think he got the Pfizer.
That's a double though, isn't it?
Just got one.
Ooh, that's a one boy.
Well, I mean, I think they're supposed to go get boosters
for the rest of their life.
They're like, no, we're good. We just want to go Hawaii. That's why they got it, to go Hawaii.
Yeah. Well, I won't be going there.
No, me neither. There's a lot of places I can't go.
Oh, yeah. I think I can't go to Canada, but...
Nope, can't go to Canada. I can't go to Europe.
Why can't we go to Europe? I can go to Europe, right? Is it a violent thing?
Is it a felony?
Yeah, but
On
drugs.
record?
Yeah, drugs.
Oh, yeah, you can't go to like almost any spot in Europe.
Even if I'm black? Black lives matter?
Yep, even if you're black. Can't go to Australia.
I don't want to go to that hellhole. They got that whole fucking police state shut down, man.
Yeah,
Fuck that place.
What else? You can't go to Japan. You can't go to China. You can't really go to like any of Asia, I don't think.
Just because of a felony, eh? But they murder people on the daily.
No.
And make all the drugs.
They ain't playing no rules. They're like, no, you can keep your felons over there. They're not coming in.
But we're going to do all these
So,
felons.
This is how it works. This is how it works. Like, let's say you wanted to go to like Italy or something.
Can I go there?
All right, so probably not. You gotta go there, and they're gonna check, and then when you get there, they're gonna decide if they're gonna let you in. But they are more than willing. They're more than allowed to disqualify you for your felony.
Oh, man. So that's probably
So
an easy...
you would have to risk it every time on getting there, and then them being like, "Nah, you can't come in. You might as well just fly home. You just wasted 16 hours flight time."
It's a very religious place, though. I could probably just, as long as I claim I'm going to the Vatican, they'll probably let me in. You know what I mean? Like a devout Catholic.
I don't know, even Mexico can turn you away.
But they ain't turning you away. People just walk across the Mexico.
Well, yeah, you can do that too, but it's illegal.
No, I see them walk on the walk part.
That's definitely not legal. You're not allowed to just walk into Mexico.
But people do it.
Yeah, because nobody gives a fuck. Like, who's watching for us going to Mexico?
No one. That's what I'm saying. That's illegal, though?
Yeah.
They let you do it.
They just don't care. They're like, go ahead. Are you stupid? You're about to get kidnapped.
Dude, all right, you say that, though, bro, about Mexico City. You know they got the same murder rate as Dallas.
Yeah, but you know what doesn't have the same murder rate as Dallas? Juarez.
Yeah, you got to stay out the fucking hellholes, bro.
I'm not saying there's not nice parts in Mexico.
There's very nice parts.
But guess what? If you're crossing at the spots where there's nobody watching, that's like some cartel shit.
So it'd probably be good to helicopter in, right?
Some coyote owns that territory or something.
Yeah, all that could be bad.
Helicopter in, then you probably get caught.
Caught. I want to just go there to...
in the airspace. Oh, you would just...
I just want to go there for like a vacation and make it to Mexico City.
Drive over there.
You just said if you get caught up in the wrong spot, though.
Well, I was talking... Yeah, what, you just walking across?
I'm saying, first off, I would not just drive there, bro, because the people I work with are from Zacatecas. They said that's like the worst. They'll kill you for your truck. They want trucks. Killing for trucks. Easy.
Well, just go to a good place first. Don't stop.
They'll kill you. They create checkpoints. Like, they're like 14. They're little kids with guns. And they create checkpoints. You can't go nowhere. They point the guns at you. If you keep going, they'll kill you.
So no one's getting into Mexico?
No. People get in. They steal the trucks. And a lot of times, I guess they don't kill the Americans. They steal the trucks. They kill Mexicans. Like the people I work with that are from Zacatecas. Like, I don't know. I guess he was like on his knees. Like one of the guys, they're going to kill him and his pregnant girl. And then like the older Sicario came out and was like, don't. They just stole his truck.
That's wicked.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. They had over 40,000 bodies retrieved in Mexico from last year.
Mexico's wild right now. I know there's like a new cartel.
CJNG. Yeah, I said it right. Yeah, they're the new. They're broken off from the Sinaloa cartel, and the leader is El Mencho, who used to be a police officer in Mexico, He got his first criminal record in California, was deported back to Mexico, and also is ex-military.
Why is this like the story of half of their drug lords?
I don't know.
They're all ex-police officers. Like Chapo wasn't and shit, but the guy before him was.
He was? Well, I think because their police officers are so corrupt, you know?
I know.
All the Mexicans I talk to, like...
What does they say about us?
They just... What they say to me is it's all the same. They're like, the police are the cartel police. It's all the same. You got to pay them, and they'll kill you.
It's crazy.
One guy, his brother owns a ranchero down there, and it's like... It'd be like $1 million, bro. He showed me the pictures. Phenomenal. All in all, it cost him $100,000. But he's got like 7 horses. So he has to pay yearly to the cartel in Zacatecas in that area. $2,000. That's it. But there's no property taxes. So I was kind of thinking, it's kind of the same fucking thing, you know?
It is.
It's like the same thing.
I mean, that's what our government does. That is what a government does. The government operates like a gigantic cartel.
Oh, yeah.
And it's actually relatively new. Like, we didn't used to have income tax. It was not a thing. We did not used to pay taxes. That started, like, during World War II to help fund the war and then never ended.
It never ended. They just decided to keep it going.
Yeah.
And then we, as a people, continue to decide to keep paying it.
Which is crazy because we don't even like how it's spent. I've never met a person that's like, yeah, military spending's right.
Right?
No one thinks that.
Lockheed Martin's doing the right thing. Oh, man. Oh, stop it. You want to plug anything, bro? I think we about covered a lot of shit. You want to plug, like, your social medias, your studio, you just plug, I got a new album, like, whatever you want.
All right, yeah, y'all can find me on Instagram at OZ1, HUNNIT 100. And you can check out our studio on all the social media. It's Dark Web Studios, one word.
Hey, what would people do if they wanted to record at your studio? How would they contact you?
Just hit us up on any of those social medias DMs.
Yeah, boy. So that's going to end it for the Randy Savagery Show. You guys follow me on YouTube, follow me on Spotify, and also my live stream on Twitch, because that's new. Live stream on Twitch, follow it. Peace. And this is the... Yes. Nice.
Oh, shit.
All right, how do I save this, though? All right. Yeah, will you stop him? Thank you. I can't believe that one made it all the way through.